So in the last video we took a look at the fuel cap, petrol tank caps, the original Honda part and the Petrol OEM part, or whatever it's called. And after all the work etc, we then discovered that you can now get the seals, and the seals I ordered have arrived. So there's the part number and there's the seal. So comparing it to the seal in the brand new, nice, clean, tidy original Honda fuel cap, we can see that it's about the same diameter. It's a bit tight on the centre section, but that's good, nice and tight. It does feel a little bit lighter weight, if I'm honest with you. The seal has, on the inside of it, let me try to show you this. So on this side the rubber is thinner than on this side, so I'm assuming it's this face that goes down against the petrol tank and it's this face that's uppermost, so it would go in the cap that way with a thicker face on this side. But in all general purposes it looks fairly good. It seems to be the same thickness etc. But like I said, it does feel a little bit thinner and lighter weight than this part, but that might make it a lot easier when we come to try and fit it. On the pattern part, which is also used on the larger CC CB range, it actually has a smaller external diameter. Again, it's quite tight to go on there. It's ever so slightly smaller in its external diameter compared to the seal on this. So yeah, so the seals arrived. It seems pretty good. So what I'm going to be doing in a later video is cleaning off the cap that's on the current bike etc, getting all this nice and clean after sealing off the petrol tank, and have a go at replacing the seal. But there you go, seals have arrived. So there you go, there's the part. Rather than making it into another video, I thought I'd have a go at replacing the seal on the petrol tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some tape over the actual, open the cap up, get some tape across the top of the tank, pull out the old seal, give it a good clean up in there as best we can, and then have a go at replacing this new seal. So I'll get the decks cleared and we'll get cracking. So the first thing to do is to seal off the cap, the tank itself, so no bits fall inside it. So I'm just going to masking tape it off. I think probably going to be the easiest thing to do. Bit of tape across there. I then thought I'd give it a good wire brush, get rid of all this sort of white corrosion that's formed on there. Then we can remove carefully the old seal, and then try and install the new seal. So there's that. Nicely sealed off, and then with a wire brush just get in it. So there we are. So I'll get a new position for camera for you guys, and then we'll take this seal out and we'll try and put this new one in. Let's see how it goes. So the first thing to do is to remove the old seal. So sort of trying to do this so I don't block your view. So there's the old seal. So comparing this old seal with the new seal, the new seal is considerably thinner. I'd say by maybe a third or even a quarter thinner. Again, it's got that thicker surface and that thinner surface on it, so the thicker surface is the surface that mates onto the tank. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to get in there again with the wire brush. And then making sure I've got this the right way around, so the thicker side is going to mate with the tank. Just going to try and slide this on. So you start at the top, and then sort of slowly make my way. Yeah. Okay, right. There is a plate behind this in there, and we need to join the two together. So I'm going to get a thin screwdriver and we'll get in there. Hang on a second. Right, it's just started to actually hammer it down outside, so I hope you can still see okay. So behind here is another plate, a loose one, which we need to somehow sort of jam out so that we can get the seal to join both surfaces together. Now I think I'm going to be obstructing your view quite a bit here, I do apologise, but let's see what we can do. You might be able to see it popping out the side there on the right hand side. I don't know how on earth I'm going to hold this in place and then get the seal on. It'd be easy just to remove it, wouldn't it? So anyway, let's get in there. I'm either blocking your light or blocking your view. Let's bring you a bit closer. catching that other plate that's in there. Maybe if I start at the bottom, let's try that method. There's an old plate just down there, that's the problem. Ooh. Look what I've just seen. There are these little stars. Check that out. So there we are. That's how you get it out. So these prongs, here, here, here and here, literally push in to that cap and engage into the edges there. So now that we've got it out, we should relatively simply be able just to pop that over there, watching out for those prongs, making sure those two plates line up, as it were, feed that around. And then make sure it seats nicely on there. And then, well, I'm going to give in there another wire brush. And then in theory, all we've got to do is push that back in there. Well, there you go. Let's get the wire brush and give there an incline, a bit of a clean. So, in theory, we just shove that back in. There we go. Sorry, bad camera work. There we go. Brand new seal inside. There. Well, there you go. Replacing the seal on a Honda CB200 petrol tank. Well, there you go. I hope that was informative. I hope that was useful. It was a surprise to me. I didn't think we could take that apart, and I thought that was going to be a much more of a bigger pain to replace than it turned out to be. So yeah, please like, subscribe, etc. at the bottom. Leave your comments, etc. Love to hear from you. Love your thoughts, love your comments, etc. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Cheers.